Hey, so guys, I'm going to talk to you today about how I firmly believe that South Korea made a mistake going with the Astra Zeneca vaccine that they have approved of, and I believe that they either needed to go with either Johnson & Johnson or Pfizer. Now, they said Pfizer was kind of an impossibility, while South Korea is a developing country, or is a developed country for the most part. It's not as developed as the United States or Japan. Now, close to it, but not quite, but very, very close to it. But they said a lot of their hospitals didn't have the cooling units necessary for the Pfizer vaccine, and that's an acceptable argument. However, I do believe they should have went with Johnson & Johnson if they couldn't have gone with Pfizer, because Johnson & Johnson's vaccine, they don't require a special cooling unit to store the vaccines. Because the AstraZeneca vaccine, and I have nothing against the AstraZeneca vaccine, but the problem is the virus evolved. And when the virus evolved in South Africa, the AstraZeneca vaccine has been deemed only 25 to 30% effective against the South Africa strain, whereas the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is about 57 to 60% effective against the South Africa strain, and the Pfizer vaccine is about 75 to 80% effective against the South Africa strain. Now, South Korea has measures countering that. Now, there are a lot of South African English teachers in South Korea because the economy in South Africa is so bad, number one. And number two, because South Africa helped South Korea in the Korean War, they have granted a lot of visas to English teachers in South Korea that are seeking employment. So let's get that out of the way. Okay. And I understand that. I'm not saying they should deport them, but South Korea has measures in place for even South Korean nationals that are leaving the country. When they leave the country, they have to get tested at the country they are in's airport first. And they have to get tested in that country, and they have to have negative test results. Also, after they arrive to South Korea, they get quarantined for 2 weeks, and then they get tested right before they get quarantined. Then, after they're quarantined, they get tested for a third time, and it has to be 3 negative COVID-19 test results. So that's a good measure that's put in place to halt the spread of the COVID-19 as best as possible. But I think the AstraZeneca vaccine is largely going to be ineffective for South Korea because there's a lot of Korean Americans in California, and many Koreans do visit California for vacation, or they have before. And the South African strain has been found in California and Alameda County, and then also Santa Clara County. Also, they found the cases of the COVID-19 in Maryland, and it's in Montgomery County, the COVID-19 South African strain in Maryland, and it's in Montgomery County, Maryland, which is real close to Washington, D.C., and South Korea has an embassy there, as do most U.S. countries allied with the United States. So that's what I firmly believe needs to happen. That the South Korea needs to scrap their AstraZeneca program and go with Johnson & Johnson. Or get an emergency program to get the cooling units in there and go with Pfizer. Anyways, hope everybody is doing well. Take care. God bless. And bye-bye. Bye-bye.